Most drivers never discover this until it's too late. The oil you're using right now could be stealing 200,000 miles from your engine's lifespan. 6 months of testing, 3 viscosities, real engine take-ups. The results contradicted every owner's manual we examined. Here's what we'll cover. Why recommended oil creates 40% more wear, the temperature truth mechanics hide, and which viscosity actually protects your engine longest. Let's address something uncomfortable. Your owner's manual isn't telling you the whole story. But here's the thing, when automakers specify oil, they're juggling 5 priorities simultaneously. Corporate average fuel economy standards demand every fraction of a mile per gallon. Therefore, EPA testing requires specific viscosity ranges. Warranty calculations optimize for statistical averages, not maximum longevity. But cold start emissions account for 80% of lifetime pollution. Therefore, certification happens under controlled conditions that don't mirror your commute. This creates a fundamental conflict. The oil passing regulatory testing isn't the oil maximizing your engine's service life. Think about it this way. If automakers extend warranty coverage 5% while improving fuel economy half a mile per gallon, that's a win for their bottom line. But you're keeping that vehicle 15 years? The calculation changes completely. That's why independent testing matters. Remove regulatory pressure. Focus purely on metal protection. The results tell a different story. Here's how we isolated truth from marketing. We eliminated every variable except the oil itself. Same engine architecture, modern 4-cylinder, direct injection, tight tolerances, representing millions of American vehicles, same driving conditions. Controlled city, stop and go. Highway cruising, moderate load, repeated identically. Same maintenance schedule, 7,500-mile intervals, identical filters, consistent fuel quality, same measurements, continuous temperature monitoring, independent lab analysis, post-interval internal inspections, everything photographed, everything documented. 3 phases, 3 viscosities, 0 sponsorships. Phase 1 tested 0W-20, full synthetic, dominating new vehicle specs, industry-wide. Phase 2 tested 5W-30, full synthetic, historically the gold standard, before fuel economy mandates. Phase 3 tested 5W-40 full synthetic, the heavyweight reserved for severe duty service. Each oil had 7,500 miles to prove itself. The differences appeared faster than expected. Before revealing what happened, understand what changes with viscosity. Every viscosity represents a different compromise, protection versus efficiency. 0W-20 flows thin when hot, reduces internal friction dramatically. Great for fuel economy, typically 0.5 to 0.8 miles per gallon, but that ultra-thin film leaves zero margin for error. Therefore, under heat, load, or extended intervals, film strength collapses quickly. 5W-30 maintains film thickness at operating temperature, the mechanical sweet spot for decades. Balances protection and flow, no dramatic sacrifices. The viscosity stays stable, handles stress without breaking down prematurely. 5W-40 offers maximum film strength at high temperatures. Engineered to resist shearing, perfect for sustained high RPM, towing, turbocharged engines generating serious heat. But it circulates slower during cold starts. Therefore, you'll pay a small fuel economy penalty. The question isn't which oil is best in theory, it's which protected metal longest under identical conditions. Let's start with what 90% of new car buyers run. 0W-20 synthetic. Positive side? This oil delivered everything automakers promise. Cold start flow, intensity, internal friction, lowest of all 3 tests. Fuel economy, improved 0.7 miles per gallon. First 3,000 miles, everything looked perfect. But then the data told a different story. Average oil temperature ran 9 to 11 degrees Fahrenheit hotter than baseline. Therefore, by 7,500 miles, viscosity degraded 14%. The oil became significantly thinner than fresh. Used oil analysis revealed elevated iron particles, Accelerated cylinder wall wear. Aluminum levels up 28%. Piston and bearing stress. Internal inspection revealed early varnish deposits. Valve train components. Oil darkening happened faster. Residual film thickness after shutdown measured noticeably thinner under microscope. Here's what this means in plain language. 0W-20 works, but it works harder. Therefore, it runs out of protection margin sooner. The fuel economy benefit is real, but you're trading mechanical durability for those extra miles per gallon. Most drivers don't realize they're making this trade. Here's what makes engineers uncomfortable. 0W-20 doesn't fail catastrophically. No immediate damage, no warning lights. Instead, it accelerates wear gradually. So slowly, most drivers never connect the dots. Consider typical American driving. Summer temperatures exceeding 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Stop-and-go traffic. Engines never fully cooling. Short trips. Oil never reaching optimal temperature. Extended drain intervals. Drivers pushing 8,000 or 10,000 miles. Therefore, in those conditions, 0W-20's thin film strength creates cumulative effects. Bearing clearances increase microscopically. Piston ring wear accelerates slightly. Valve train components accumulate deposits earlier. None of this destroys engines at 100,000 miles, but it absolutely shortens the window where that engine runs efficiently. That's the uncomfortable truth. Recommended doesn't mean optimized for longevity. Next, 5W-30 full synthetic. Same engine, same protocol. Results appeared within 1,000 miles. Average oil temperature drops its engine plan at 47 feet, and its open light cafe CP 730 and 5W miles. Viscosity breakdown after 7,500 miles measured under 6%. Therefore, the oil maintained protective properties far longer. Used oil analysis showed dramatic wear metal reduction. Iron levels down 37%. Aluminum decreased 41%. Copper, bearing wear indicator, fell 33%. Laboratory report flagged these samples exceptionally clean for mileage. Internal inspection back to data. Bearings, minimal scoring. Cam lobes, thick, uniform oil films retained. Valve train, virtually no varnish formation. Oil remained clearer longer. Residual film thickness measured substantially higher than 0W-20 phase. Fuel economy decreased approximately 0.3 miles per gallon compared to 0W-20. Real money? Roughly $2 monthly for average drivers. Therefore, for $2, you get measurably longer engine life, better heat control, significantly reduced wear. That's not a trade-off. That's a bargain. When we interviewed experienced technicians off-record, a pattern emerged. One master technician, 28 years rebuilding engines, said something memorable. "I've torn down thousands of engines. The ones making it past 300,000 miles aren't running the thinnest oil. They're running the most stable oil." Another shop owner added, "Customer asks what I put in my own truck? I tell them 5W-30. Every time. Not trendy. Because I've seen what lasts." These aren't enthusiasts debating forums. These are professionals seeing mechanical consequences of oil decisions daily. 5W-30 didn't win because of marketing. It won because it consistently delivered the best balance. Protection, stability, real-world durability. Finally, the heavyweight 5W-40 full synthetic. This oil impressed immediately in specific areas. Oil temperatures dropped an additional 4 degrees compared to 5W-30. Viscosity breakdown almost non-existent, staying under 3% after 7,500 miles. Wear metal analysis showed lowest levels across the board. Therefore, under sustained high-load conditions, this oil was exceptional. But here's where data revealed an important limitation. Cold start circulation was measurably slower. Fuel dilution retention, unburned fuel contaminating oil, was slightly higher during short trips. Cumping resistance increased in cold weather and frequent stop-and-go driving. For engines operating severe duty conditions, towing, track use, consistent high RPM, extreme heat, 5W-40 absolutely delivers superior protection. But for typical commuting, those strengths never get utilized. Therefore, you're dealing with slower circulation, marginally worse cold start protection, and fuel economy penalty, without accessing benefits justifying those trade-offs. 5W-40 is a specialist, outstanding when your engine's working hard. But if your typical drive is 50 minutes of light throttle city traffic, you're not operating where 5W-40 excels. After identical testing, identical conditions, identical measurements, here's what data showed. 0W-20 delivered best fuel economy, but also highest wear rates, fastest viscosity breakdown, highest operating temperatures. It works, but it sacrifices durability for efficiency. 5W-40 offered exceptional thermal stability, outstanding wear protection under load, but proved unnecessary, sometimes counterproductive, for light-duty, everyday driving. 5W-30 maintained ideal operating temperatures, lowest balanced wear profile, stable viscosity across temperature ranges, minimal fuel economy penalty. It didn't try gaming any single metric. Therefore, it simply protected metal consistently. For real-world American driving, mixed conditions, varied temperatures, long-term ownership, 5W-30 delivered best overall engine protection. Not the thinnest, not the thickest, the most balanced. Here's how to apply this to your vehicle. Use 0W-20 if you prioritize maximum fuel economy. Drive primarily cold climates, make mostly short trips, follow aggressive oil change intervals, like 5,000 miles or less. Use 5W-30 if you want maximum engine longevity. Drive mixed city and highway, live in moderate to hot climates, plan keeping your vehicle beyond 150,000 miles. Use 5W-40 if you tow regularly, drive aggressively, operate turbocharged engines, live in extreme heat environments, consistently operate under high load conditions. This isn't about finding perfect oil. It's about matching viscosity to your actual driving reality, not to a regulatory compliance document. Your engine doesn't care about EPA test cycles. It cares about film strength, heat control, long-term stability. Therefore, in our testing, 5W-30 delivered all three better than alternatives. The biggest mistake isn't using wrong oil. It's assuming recommended oil is optimized for your goals. Automakers optimize for regulations, emissions, warranty statistics. But you are optimizing for longevity, reliability, mechanical protection. The data doesn't lie. 0W-20 worked but more faster. 5W-40 protected exceptionally, but wasn't necessary for most drivers. 5W-30 quietly did everything right. Lower temperatures, stable viscosity, minimal wear, excellent long-term protection. That's not opinion. That's what the metal told us after 22,500 miles of identical testing. So here's my question for you. What oil are you running right now? Have you ever questioned whether it's actually the best choice for your engine? Drop your answer in the comments. Because the most expensive engine decision you make is the one you never reconsider.